Hello and welcome back to the course basics of computer science and information systems. In this video we'll continue on the topic of types of information systems, and the last video we talked about manual and automated information systems, and under automated information systems or computerized information systems we talked about two parts, which are computer-based information systems and business information systems. Now we start here with looking at what are the components of a computer-based information systems. Now, for you to have generally a computer-based information system, there has to be a hardware part, which has a number of devices such as your monitors or central processing unit. It could also be other kind of hardware that you need. You also need a software, which is a collection of procedures or programs, that operates and helps you working together with the hardware. For example, Windows 10 or Microsoft Word or any other application that you think is useful. And next to that, the people who need to use it, who are the end users, who needs to be able to create information, disseminate it, and also view reports that comes out. And there's also the telecommunication or network part, which is a technology and process part that connects one or more devices like your hardware and also software wise, and also to the people that uses it and the procedures that are being used. And you also need to have a way of working, a method, which can be a particular strategy that you want to use in your information system. And depending on what kind of organization you are, the procedure can differ, and also depending on the culture. These are some of the things we will also discuss more later in other videos. And most importantly, you need the data itself and information that you need to work on. And without all that, you still need to work with some kind of information technology process or tool to enable all this go together. And this is a typical look of what an computer-based information system looks like. So sort of database and networks and software and hardware put together in a certain way with certain procedures to work as you would like it. So the next is the business information systems, which is the other type of automated or computerized information system. And there are a number of them. These are basically information systems that are used at different business level within organizations or business organizations, and they are used for different purposes. Now we will be looking at each one of them in the next slides and videos to come, and we will tell you what they are used for and how they are used briefly, so that you can at least understand them. But basically you see that on a business level, information is divided into information system rather is divided into operation support, where you have systems that helps you in operational aspect of your work, and the management part, where there are systems in place to support business decisions and activities that are going on for the management part. And based on that, you see there are, based on what you see, 6 types of information systems. When you look at other types of classification, when you do more research, for example, some people break it down a little bit further, where they say operation support, knowledge work, and management support, and there you see what type of systems that are there to support. And basically with this information you can know where to apply which. And before we start looking into each of those information systems, one thing we want to know is that we go back again to data and information, something we started with much earlier on this course and also in this module 3. And what you see, for example, if you look at the set of information systems, if you go from operational level onto management level, which is from here down, you see that you start with the basic data at the operations level, which are processed, in a way that it gives certain level of information which becomes useful as you go up, and provide some level of knowledge for management at the top to be able to make decisions. And that's basically, how information system is applied in business organizations. So when you look at all this together, for example, what does knowledge mean for the top guys here, the executive? So at certain point, there are knowledge that you can store, that are easily accessed. You can document them, you can write them down, and as you go higher with some level of information system, they become tacit, which means it's difficult to write them down, and you just can't store them. For example, people's body language, intuition, humor, innovative ideas, and this tells you the level of data being processed up above the hierarchy of this information system in such a way that it becomes more and more useful depending on the level you are in the organization. And this brings us to the end of this video, and as we go along, we will talk about all the different parts of the information systems and how they use data and information to do the work that they need to be done. Thank you, and see you in the next video.